millions of views, brand deals, recognition. But what if behind the likes and followers is a cost no one can undo? What if the real price of fame isn't money, but your identity? This isn't a conspiracy theory. This is happening right now. And if you care about protecting yourself or someone you love, you need to understand what's at stake. As a former computer science teacher, I couldn't help but notice how our relationship with technology has changed. I used to watch my students code, explore, and build. But gradually, I began to notice something else. They weren't coding anymore. They were performing. I had to stop a student once. They were setting up a shot in the middle of my lesson. But what stuck with me wasn't the filming. It was what I saw after class. Later that day, I saw that same student outside after school, dancing while their parents stood nearby, filming them. Just normal family stuff, right? Except we'd just spent an hour talking about how nothing you post online truly stays yours. For kids, social media starts off as something innocent, creative even, but it quickly turns into something else: an audience, an algorithm, a brand. And it's not just the content they post, it's the digital footprint they leave behind. Photos, voice recordings, videos, personality quirks, every piece of it becomes data. Data that can be copied, cloned, manipulated. According to studies published in Healthcare and the Chicago Journal of International Law, the growing trend known as sharenting, when parents publicly share details of their children's lives, can expose minors to serious long-term digital risks. Even well-meaning parents, in trying to support their child's potential, may be unknowingly handing over their privacy. Here's what most people don't realize. Your child's dance video? It's not just a video, it's data. Data that can be used to clone their voice, hijack their face, rewrite their reality. In April 2025, an AI image generation site called Gennomis was exposed for creating false, manipulated content using underage faces, scraped from ordinary social media accounts. Many of these photos came from birthday posts, school events, and family pages, places where parents thought they were just sharing joyful memories. The site was eventually shut down, but the message couldn't be clearer. The tools exist. The risk is real. And the victims are often everyday children who were simply visible online. Let's talk about money. When your 12-year-old earns more than you, priorities shift. Suddenly, burnout looks like ambition. Anxiety looks like hustle. Researchers call it sharenting. Lawyers call it liability. But the kids? They just call it life. And let's not forget, every like, follow, and comment feeds the machine. Most viewers never stop to question what they're supporting. When a child's identity is built online, the stakes become deeply emotional. Threats don't always arrive with force. Sometimes they come quietly, through shame, silence, and the fear of losing everything they've built. And more often than not, children don't speak up because they're scared, because they're ashamed, because they think the adults in their lives won't understand. This isn't about me telling you what to do. There's no magic solution. Every family is different. Every case is unique. But this much is universal. Your digital footprint is not a toy. It carries real-world consequences that can last a lifetime. Some will say, we already know all this. But if that were true, why aren't we changing anything? Why do we scroll past the statistics? Why do we avoid the research? Because it's easier to justify the routine than confront the cost. Everything starts with awareness. What happens next is up to you. I'm not saying you need to delete everything, but start with this. Would you hand a stranger 200 pictures of your child? That's the average number of photos shared online by the time a child turns 5. Here are 3 steps you can take today. Audit your privacy settings, right now. Talk to your kids, not at them. If something feels off, trust your gut. Social media isn't evil, but it is a mirror. And right now, we are selling pieces of ourselves we don't fully understand. Protect your humanity. It's not content.